Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. We're going to be playing Prison Architect, and I'm going to show you how to survive and thrive in this game. How do you start? How do you build? How do you manage your money without cheating? I want to really actually play this game. That's what you might be thinking. You don't want to cheat in money, of course, or play with unlimited funds. You want to kind of work with the money and work with the grants. And let me show you how to do that. It's going to be a very simple tutorial how to do this. So we're going to start out here with the males. I'm going to go to large so I have a lot of space. I'm going to turn the fog of war off. Generate forest, I'll leave it on. That's kind of good. We can use that wood and sell it later. Buildings doesn't really matter. Failure conditions, I don't really like those. Gangs, I like to put that in there. Adds interesting aspect to it. And the warden, we're just going to go standard. I'm not going to do women because women need nurseries for babies and it gets complicated. So let's just start with the basics. Alright guys and gals, so a quick look at just all the things we have available. I'm going to pause the game, of course, so that we don't have any issues there. Really large map. This is how much money we have, 30,000. Let's click on that. These are grants that we can get. I would highly suggest that you do these. It's not mandatory, but let me tell you, it is really recommended. It's not a cheat because it's like a government gives you grants for a basic detention center. Total 30 grand. If you click on this, you get 20 grand. And if you complete all the objectives below, which is not that hard, I will show you how to do that, you'll get the other 10. And so that's 30 grand more. That's 60,000. So I'm going to click on that. Look at that. 20,000 in advance. You can choose another one. And the admin center. And so this one is a little bit easier to do. So you get a little bit less money. Another 5 grand. And so we're 15,000 that we can get and work on, guys and gals. So that is really helpful. Use grants to start out, and as you continue, keep using them. They're super helpful. I know maybe some people don't want to use them and they want to play in that style, but I would really recommend against that. Okay, so first those are the grants. Now over here, foundation. Whenever you build any type of building, you need to start with a foundation, either brick or concrete. It doesn't really matter, it's just the look. Here's how you bulldoze it. So you need to build a foundation, and the foundation makes the building. It includes the walls and the flooring. If you just do a brick wall, it's just literally going to do the wall. No foundation, no roof, no ceiling, no flooring, nothing like that. So keep that in mind. A lot of people don't know that, and so they kind of mess up. Okay, let's go to rooms here. The first room that you want to build, in my opinion, is storage. Because you will forget later on with all the stuff, and you will need a storage location. So you can build it inside, but you can also build it outside. And so I would highly recommend that. Oops, sorry about that. My door closed. There's a phantom doing that. Okay, let's continue on. So let's start out with the planning tools. Let me just start. If you click on that, you see it gives you meters. So it's like 8 by 8. 3 by 9, and so that's really helpful because sometimes some buildings, for example offices, they have to be, I think, 4 by 4. There we go, 4 by 4. If you want to actually see it, you click on walls and look at that. Now remember, if I do 6 by 6, that doesn't mean that the area in here is 6 by 6. That's 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So that's 4 by 4. So this would be a perfect office. Let's maybe start there. Let's start with a few offices. I'll show you how that works. I'm going to put my offices here, believe it or not. 6 by 6 will make a 4 by 4, which is what you need for an office. So you need 2 of those. So let's do a 6 by 6. Now, all right, guys and gals. So I've done the outline of where I want my offices, but I think we should start with the actual prison and get things started. So let's pause that. I think I'm going to make the beginning of my prison over here. Now, planning is great because, again, you can plan your outline and be like, okay, I want this. No, let me fix this. That's right-clicking. Left clicking does this, so it's really good and really helpful. So the way I like to start is to start with an intake building, almost like a reception, a really small room. Now I mean really small, they might be not so small, but you know, it is what it is. And this room is going to lead directly, in my opinion, I think that'll be great, into a holding cell. So maybe let's do something. It doesn't need to be huge because it's honestly not going to be used. It's just to fulfill this type of thing, but it needs to be a certain size. So if you want to check that, you go over here, holding cell 5 by 5. So there we go. So when you come over here, you click on walls. This should be okay. That should be 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, I could make that one smaller. See how I'm doing that with planning? Just kind of figuring out, seeing what works best. So something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I can even do one less than that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be good. So see, that's right there. I have just outlined the holding cell. This is kind of an interior room. You need everything locked over here. And then from here, we're going to do something else. Let's see. The yard. Should that lead into the yard? Maybe. I don't know. I don't need a huge yard starting out. Now, yards are outside. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You don't need to count. I like to, just to make things a little even. At least so they look even. There we go. So this will be the yard, I guess, for now. I guess this could lead into the kitchen and the canteen. I'm just kind of honestly just freeballing this, guys and gals. There's no real rhyme or reason to why I'm doing it. It's just, it is what it is. This isn't the way. It's kind of creative. You got to be creative and think, how can I do this? Maybe I can use this wall. I like to make all my pathways too long, meaning 2 spaces. So you can actually add pathways just like that. And the thing is, it's better for them to squeeze into. You can make it 1, but that'll make it a little bit cramped. Let me just tell you that. Okay, so from here, they can go right into the yard, or maybe they can go over here, and maybe we'll build the canteen on this side. I think so, so we can expand, and then we can have the prisoners on this side. So there we go. That looks pretty reasonable to me. And I see how kind of bare everything is. I'm doing that on purpose so that I'm really, really wise at where I use everything and all my money and so forth. On foundation and start building some of these things. Now let me show you here. See how it says requires entrance? Some people have trouble because they don't know how to do this. Now let me show you the proper way. We're going to build that. Now let's say you want to build this. You can't just do this. It's going to say requires entrance. So the space that you have already designated, you got to go off of that and then do it, if that makes sense. Okay, and then you need an entrance or else they're not going to build. So of course this will be the center, the jail entrance. So I'm going to go to objects, click on the large jail door because I think that looks like it's best, and it's not even, but oh well. And then we'll click right there, and that's already there. It's an entrance. And then I guess we'll do another entrance over here. We're going to continue because we need all of these buildings here. We're going to just wait off on the yard for a little bit. So we're going to continue with the kitchen here and the canteen. Oh, okay, that was not what I wanted to do. So you can just right click and do that. I had a little bit of a freezing issue there. And there you go. Now for here, I'm going to do something else. I'm actually going to make something like a concrete wall. Now you may ask, why, Rick? Well, because this is outside. Now later I can make it inside, but for now, not necessary. So let's just start. There we go. Let's make our power station, and that'll be very simple. We're just going to go over here to utilities, click on the power station, see if that's okay. Now we want a buffer of 1 block around, okay? So if you have that, you are good. Then I'm going to go back to utilities and pick a water pump, and I'm not going to place it right there. I'm going to give it 2 spaces, okay? Because you need capacitors and then you need extra space. There you go, and you're going to connect these 2 guys so that power will go to the pump, the water pump, okay? Then after that, you're going to make, my opinion, make a fence. Why do you want to make a fence? Because sometimes you will get the prisoners, crazy ones. Sometimes you will get sabotage issues. So you want to build a little fence, and do not forget a door. And that'll be a special door, and you want to do like a staff door. That's it. And after you do that, you will be good. Remember, around the electricity, leave a 1 space block. So this is perfect. Do not build the fence right here along the edge, okay? All right, so you will now see the workers start to get going. Now you have to be aware that some of these spaces, let me just fast forward a little bit more, will be covered in the sense of you will have walls all around. And so you may have to add a wall, take a wall away. I'm going to surround my entire prison with a fence. Now you don't need to make a concrete wall. You could literally make a fence that extends and make that your yard. So you have a lot of choices here. I'm just going to do a cheap fence, and that's to enclose everything in the jail. In case there's a big issue, you have some protection going over here. So we're going to come down like this, and enclose. The idea is to enclose, 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 so that there's only one way in, one way out. Okay? So here we're gonna need, where is jail door? We're gonna add a jail door over here. So, because again, this is a temporary holding cell. We kind of need this. And over here, we might make one space available for that. I'm gonna fast forward just a little bit, because again, my builders are building. Look, they're making the fences. So I'll meet you back. Oh no, we have electricity, so I won't meet you back. I'll see you in just a little bit. So the electricity, there we go. So you see that? It's already connected. So I can actually delete this one. And we're gonna start to let this go into the prison itself. So let's start going like this. And you will see all the power start shutting back on. You hear that noise? And there you go. As long as you have these wires in the general vicinity, that'll provide electricity. Now you also need to add water. Don't need this one as well. Water is pumping. You see the water dynamic there. And now we're going to add the pipes. Now add the big pipes, because that carries most of the water. The small ones you can add, but the pressure goes off quickly. And I would not try to build the large pipes in the building. The reason is because the prisoners can pipe out of there. So, alright guys and gals, so I'm going to set this to fast forward, and I will show you what I am doing right now. I had a change of thought, and I think this will be really helpful for you. Alright guys and gals, so see what I did here. I took out that area. I just thought it wasn't necessary. I was like, we don't need that, but this could be the yard. You see that literally outside, and look, and we have a holding cell here, and that will all work. And then over here, we're gonna add the other rooms. So let's go. We're so bare bones that literally I'm trying to work with the least amount possible. I'm gonna add as well a wall. We see we need a wall. Then we're gonna come to objects and put a staff door so that only the staff can come into the kitchen. The canteen, even in my opinion, is a little bit small, so we can expand that a little bit. Now let me show you how we do that if we want to destroy the wall. So if we just expand going up a little bit like that, you see how we encompass this wall? It is going to tear down this wall and include it in the build. So keep that in mind. There is also a bit of a door here, but I think we will leave this be. We will go to planning and remove that. Our electricity is almost to that point where you need a capacitor. So they're $1,000 each, but you get one free. So that will help sustain the power for a little bit more. Kitchen, of course, we're gonna need that wall there, but that's good. That's good. So let's add what we need to the kitchen. So let's go rooms. It's not really a kitchen, excuse me. I keep saying kitchen. It's a canteen. That's where you eat. Kind of like a cafeteria, I guess you can say. There we go. And this needs a wall. Yeah. Okay. So let's add all the things that we need. Remember the storage. We have our storage, which is super helpful. Sometimes you will get an issue here. They will say, I can't put a pipe down there. So you got to help them out sometimes. See, they can't get out. So you definitely got to put something like a staff door here. Oh no, not that. That's dumb. Staff door. Okay, there we go. So that staff door, see, these guys are trapped. They can't go anywhere. Maybe another staff door here. I would say a staff door here, so they have to go out here and here. It's annoying, but you got to cover your bases for the prisoners. Now we're going to go in this side and do our shower and our actual prison areas or cells. So let's do that. So we're going to have a path going out. Let's see, is there any other hallway? Let's do a hallway here. I'm going to build a 2-wide hallway. We're going to make it go this way, and of course we're going to expand our fence here. And this one's going to go pretty deep. I don't want to go too crazy, but I think this hallway will go like this. You only want to chase the field. Alright guys and gals, so this is what I kind of outlined. Not from the holding cell. Well, the holding cell we're going to remove eventually. It's just to fulfill this thing over here. If you notice over here from the interior room, or from the first room, we're going to have a hallway coming down here and all the cells. So let's just build it. I can even do this at a fast forward rate because you guys already know how this works by now. We just want to see the process and how it turns out at the end. So let's get to it. You only want to chase the feeling again. Alright guys and gals, so I've done a few things. I'm laying just the different walls for the cells right now. All my workmen are doing that. I'm laying the shower area. We already have it done. So let's come over here. Everything gets done so quickly if you have it in fast mode. We're gonna name this the shower room, of course. I'm gonna place the objects, shower heads. I'm gonna place them on the top and I guess on the bottom. We're gonna need some drains. Remember, drains on any exit so you don't flood the whole prison. Get over this, guys and gals. We have an issue with people stuck over here and we have prisoners coming in a little bit of time, so we got to really get this going. And let me come over here. Let's just bulldoze. We're gonna demolish a wall, and so we're gonna do the wall side on the right. We're gonna name them cells. Let me go over here, go with the cells and just name them all cells, or just designate them cells, whatever you want to call it. Now sometimes you may have a little bit of issues where a few walls weren't built, and that's okay, and you'll get that done. Every cell needs a bed, of course, so add a bed. In fact, I made these a lot larger, guys and gals, than I should have. Wow, these are luxury ones. They should be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they should not have that. Like, I made them a lot bigger. You don't have to make them that big. Literally 3 squares by 2 squares. I did 1, 2, 3. I did 4 by 2. Well, it's not going to hurt anyone. They're a little more spacious, I guess, if you want to save space and money. Just something to keep in mind. And yes, they all need doors. So we're going to do that. And just keep an eye on your money. If you really need to, do 2 prisoners at a time. Wait for the next day, you have a little bit more money, do more prisoners. But I'm just trying to show you that it is possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 prisoners. We're getting 8 tomorrow. So we'll even have an extra room. Let's continue with this over here. I'm gonna even bring this down so we have less issues, and bring this down. And we're gonna get all these guys piping, all of them water pipes. We're gonna get all of these water pipes as well. Then we have all of the toilets over here. So in utilities, I'm guessing, I don't know what's better, if to go across or to go up. Who knows? So I'm building an extra room over here, guys and gals. While that's going on, let's go to this area over here. We're going to build the 2 offices. Oh, our prisoners are coming. Oh, they're already here? Here they are. And they're going to be coming in. And they're probably going to be waiting for a little bit. But that's okay. Let's come over here. Let's get a warden. Once the warden is there, we can hire the warden area. See that? We're going to need 2 offices, finance through bureaucracy. Wow, I can't say bureaucracy. Finance through bureaucracy. They need an office, so let's build them that office. Already got it all laid out, all set up. Sorry if you hear the trash can man outside. Let's add a couple doors. We're going to add staff doors. We're going to add one here and one here. That should be good. Let's fast forward for this. The guys should be coming to their cells. You look at that. Still trying to wait for all the water to come through. And we need these couple pipes to go. Once they are done, they will have water. They will have everything they need. Last couple pipes here. Come on, guys. Just fix those 2. There we go. And they have one more. There we go. So they're going to have water in no time. I'm trying to just build this holding cell basically over here. Because this one, I think the problem is there's too many openings. And so it won't take it. Alright, guys and gals. So I want to show you my error. So I'm glad I did this error because it's going to show you a lesson and remind me what I need to do for next time. So the problem here was that there were too many openings and it wasn't fully enclosed every single way with the door. See, this wasn't fully enclosed because I had a door and a door, so recognize that it's not enclosed. Anyway, we have our benches here and so forth. We're going to hit dismantle. And what that's going to do, it's going to keep it in our storage, and then we don't have to buy more again, if that makes sense. It's going to give us credit for that one. So when they get dismantled, see, now we have 2 benches and 2 toilets available. So if we go over here, we go bench. See that? 2? So we just move them here. Isn't that awesome? So we move the benches. And we go toilet. Remember to assign the room holding cell. Maybe 1 toilet here, maybe 1 toilet here. Again, just very basic, just to get things going. And this room, we could do something else with it. We gotta just remember to give these guys water. I think 1 toilet here. And then the other one we gotta place like here, right? There we go. Okay, so other than that, look at that. We're gonna have our holding cell done. We come back over here. Let's just finish up our office. We're gonna come to rooms, set it as an office. Boom, boom. What do you need for an office? Office desk, chair, and filing cabinet. Place your filing cabinets. It's very easy, guys and gals. The thing is just recognizing how you're doing things. And if you do it in order, you still see that I still have $26,000 available. That's just because of all that I'm doing. And so now the warden's going to pick a room, 2 offices, unlock finance through the bureaucracy, and hire an accountant. Come over here. Need that office, so that office will be done. Come over here, Mr. Warden. Your office is good. You need some electricity? I can give that to you. Look at that. I can give you that awesome electricity. Boom, look at that. Fantastic. Okay, so those offices will be good. So let me just show you guys and gals that we fulfilled our first grant, and we are just waiting on the percentage here for the finance. Once this is discovered, the research, then we can hire an accountant, and then this one will get done. Just a few things to note, guys and gals, while this research is being done. Now you may say, okay, now from the yard, there's an empty room here that you messed up in. Remember, I can expand. I could expand the yard. I could expand the shower. This holding cell won't be needed any longer. It's just to fulfill that. I could put something else. I could expand the kitchen. I could expand the canteen. So many things you could do. Again, there are more prisoners coming tomorrow. I could adjust it. Over here, I can go to total prisoners. I just kind of choose per day what I want. So maybe I want 3 prisoners. This is minimum security. This is medium. So maybe I want, I don't know, maybe I want to lower this so I get, okay, the ratio is almost 1-to-1. Or I just want 1 medium. But hopefully this helped you out, guys and gals. Look at this, finance, unlock through bureaucracy, hire an accountant. So let me just do that so you can kind of see how that works. Very simple. Accountant, place her in our office. Boom, look at that, $5,000 grant. And there you go, guys and gals. Now you just keep going. You click over here. There's so many. If you get to 15 prisoners, you get 20,000. So I click on that. Look at that, 48,000. So I just got to build more cells, double the cells, and then I'll have more than 15 because I have 9 here. So another 9 would be 18, and then I would get another 20 grand. And that's how you do it. So this is a quick look, or I guess just a look at how to get surviving and thriving. This is one setup for prison. I have so many different ones. I also have a let's play that I did on this game, so if you want to take a look at how I advanced through it and the prison that I built, go take a look at that. Thank you so much, guys and gals, for watching. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if this helped you, and most importantly, be hopeful.